You probably already heard it. You probably already heard the whole story. You probably know everything. If you're here just for the title, it's already squashed. Mr. Beast and Jacksepticeye had a disagreement. Jack got asked an opinion. Mr. Beast said, nuh-uh, and that's it. So if that's all you're here for, thank you for watching. The rest of this video, though, will be me actually discussing my thoughts and feelings on what's actually happening. And in my opinion, it's kind of interesting to see what I would consider an OG YouTuber go up against a newer age YouTuber. So I've been watching YouTube since I'm old. I'm an old guy. I've been watching it since its inception. I've always been a fan. I've never made videos until now, but I've always been a fan of watching this project grow. And one of my earliest places I subscribed to was Smosh, but that has nothing to do with this video. What we're talking about today is Jacksepticeye, who's made a substantial impact on this platform, and I would say he has a voice to put his opinions out there. He can say whatever he wants respectfully, and you know, he has a right to say it because I trust that it's coming from a well thought out, decent place. He's never, in my eyes, done anything, you know, terrible. He's been on this platform for so long and he's never touched a child. So that's one good positive. But what actually happened was Sean was getting asked questions by Tommy Innit, who you don't know. If you don't know who that is, which you wouldn't have clicked on this video if you don't know any of these people, but Tommy Innit is a Minecraft YouTuber, to put it simply. Jacksepticeye is a gaming YouTuber. He's kind of ventured into more short film territory, but gaming YouTuber. And Mr. Beast is Mr. Beast. I don't know who doesn't know who Mr. Beast is, but you know who he is. So Tommy Innit was asking Sean, questions on a lie detector test. And Sean being Sean, he's not afraid to say what he actually feels. And I know there's no hard feelings behind it, but he got asked if Mr. Beast ruined YouTube, which he responded with yes. Which, if you know anything about the Minecrafters, the Mr. Beast community, they're very loud when they want you to know what their opinion is. They're very loud about it. And I mean, that's good for them. They can have that voice. I'm not saying anything bad about them. It's just that it's very loud. They immediately let it be known that they weren't happy with what Sean have said. So Mr. Beast, Jimmy, took to Twitter and he said this: "So I ruined YouTube because I don't buy a mansion and sports cars and instead reinvest my money, in brackets, into making content focused on doing good and inspiring kids to help people." In my opinion, that's kind of dodging what the question actually was. That's not really what Jack was asked, and that's kind of dodging the real question. And in my opinion, the real question was, do you think Mr. Beast ruined YouTube? And honestly, in a sense, there has been many shifts in this platform since its inception. A lot of them good, some of them bad. But there's been shifts, and there's no denying that. And one of the shifts was when Mr. Beast, started releasing the gifting homeless people money. And with every nice video that people put out there that's trying to put a good image out that gets the billion views, there is the copycats on the other side of that hand that take an idea, corrupt it, and turn it into something not great and grow that. And I feel like that was more in line with what was meant but not said, and it got taken as and reacted to as, I ruined it because I'm trying to do good. Okay, this beef has already been squashed. I mean, it takes two grown adults 2 seconds to say, hey, I didn't mean anything by this, and this is what I actually meant, right? And it takes the other adult to read that and go, oh yeah, that makes sense, which is not what you usually see on YouTube, because there's a lot of young adults on YouTube that don't communicate effectively. But it's nice to see this turn of events with these two, I would call them titans of YouTube, these two pinnacles of YouTube. The way I see Jacksepticeye is he came up with, when PewDiePie came out, and kind of gave him a boost. So the PewDiePies and the Jacksepticeyes and the Markipliers are all kind of what I want to call the millennials of YouTube, the people that kind of took this platform and brought it up to here. And here's a different one. Brought it up to here. So Mr. Beast came on and saw what they were doing and saw that this was a platform already pretty built, pretty good, and took it up here. He's the what I want to call the next generation. He's the next generation that came in and elevated everything. In my eyes, that's a good thing. That's a great thing. More eyes on a project means more funds into the project, which means the people who work within that project are better taken care of, have better opportunities. But on the other end, when you set the goalpost so high, it's harder for people who actually want to put their foot in the door to get in the door. And I wouldn't have used the term ruined YouTube. I would have probably said he changed the face of a platform. If you think of it, like now, Twitch is going through pretty much the similar change, where if I were to ask you maybe like 3 or 4 years ago, who was your favorite Twitch streamer, you probably wouldn't really give me an answer. But now if I ask a random person who watches Twitch and YouTube and say, hey, what's your favorite Twitch streamer? They would probably be able to give me like at least 2, 3, 4 answers, which is a great thing for a growing platform, which again means that once the platform grows, it's harder to get your foot in the door, which is why people, when they see a new thing come up, like Kick or like, Threads, they try to get in early, they try to build a base, and you pretty much have to get yourself established by the beginning, because when a platform gets so big, the smaller creators get lost. And that's why I always enjoyed Jacksepticeye and PewDiePie, in the sense that they actually had segments where they would highlight smaller up and coming people to use their platform to boost up people. And that's that's something you don't see a lot of people doing these days. That's besides the point. This whole video was about 2 YouTubers coming to terms with where they stand on the platform, and through the eyes of an old man like me, it's very humbling to see the cogs turn. It's very humbling to see the next step kind of open their eyes. And the one thing I want out of Mr. Beast is I want him to kind of look back and see what he's actually done and the trail he's led through this platform, and step up as a leader. If that makes sense. Be the next PewDiePie. Go get on a bridge and say some bad things. What I would have liked to see happen in this was, Mr. Beast is a big platform. He didn't have to voice his opinion on Twitter. What I would have done was I would have just directly messaged him and been like, you really think that? Not everything is content. Not everything needs to be out in public. Not everything is content. See ya.